Hold on.
Okay.
I mean,
Hi, good morning, Principal. How are you doing today?
I am doing great.
That's good to hear. I'm happy to have you here for this interview. Um, okay. You're currently interviewing for HP, display engineer.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, why should we hire you when we have other applicants with other experience and better credentials?
Um, so hiring me to your company is a great step to take because the experience that I've gathered over the years working as an IT support engineer and also project that I've done in school as a computer information system major, I've learned on how to troubleshoot issue, communicate, work with cross-functional team, and I'm coming with a wealth of knowledge from project that I've worked on, like I showed you in the GitHub repository. So this is what I'm bringing to your company. Also, I am somebody that is key on communication. I communicate very effectively. I communicate both across and within teams, and I am so key in cross-functional communication. So I'm also going to be bringing that to your company. Also, let's talk about customer support. Over the years, working in an IT support role, I've been able to gather skills in customer support that involves listening, troubleshooting, sympathy, empathy, and providing resolution to customer, just listening to them, understanding their pain point, and improvising solution while also keeping emotional contact and intelligence while listening and providing those support. So another thing that I'm bringing to your company and to your team is growth. I'm someone who is focused on growing. Whenever I take up a role, I try to see the best way I can grow within that role and also expand my knowledge. I am someone who is always looking out for new IT opportunities. So learning is like a part of me. That is another thing I'm going to be bringing to your table. So that way we stay on top and we stay at the industry best practices. Another thing that I'm going to be bringing to the table is what I call a bounce back mechanism. Whenever we hit any pinpoint, there's a failure. I am somebody who, in the previous project that I've worked, I've been able to bounce back, providing a more vital solution or an easy way out to resolve issue, especially when it has to do with customers and, just finding a way to resolve that issue and bringing things to a resolution.
Interesting. I like that. Okay, so how do you think you can contribute to this company?
I did a key research on HP and I see that you guys deal with computer hardware. And like explained earlier, I'm somebody who have worked in an IT support role and I have been able to understand how the technologies that customer use and the experiences that they have, and I know what the pain points are. So coming on board to HP, I'm going to bring that wealth of knowledge of understanding customers' pain point when utilizing hardware devices and seeing how we can integrate that into providing a more better experience for our customers because I am somebody who start with a customer and work backward. So I'm going to be bringing that pool of knowledge and also the key leadership skills that I've been able to learn working in an IT support role. So I'm bringing that on board upon your company. Also, a great knowledge of team infrastructure and cross-platform performance. I've worked with cross-platform team as an IT support. I've worked with desktop engineering. I've worked with cloud engineers. I've worked with system administration, and I've worked with different managers, stakeholders, and also end users. That is the knowledge that I've gathered over the years that I'm going to be bringing on board HP. It is going to be an immense experience, and then I'm bringing this to contribute to your team, understanding that you guys have a mission statement of changing the world using technology. So I'm joining your team to partake in changing the world. Also, I'm going to also partake in your vision, which is enlarging technology and penetrating every household. That is the knowledge I'm coming with. As someone who has worked in the IT support environment, who have dealt with customer, who understands that customers should be placed first. I'm coming with that knowledge to see how I can merge with HP's vision and mission to penetrate technology in every household to ensure that your product is the first that is being talked about when users think about using any type of hardware or technological devices.
Oh, thank you. All right. So tell me about a time when you solved a difficult problem.
I have been faced with several challenges, both as a student and as someone who has worked in an IT support role. I can remember a time here at Builders versus working as an IT support technician when a customer called in, and when they called in, they said they are having issues with their computer. Their computer is running slow, they are unable to perform their job, they are unable to spin up application, and they sounded so frustrated. What I did first was to sympathize and empathize with the customer. I paid detailed attention, listening to them without interrupting to ensure that I understand their pain point. Then I asked follow-up questions so that way we are able to narrow down the issue to when it started, understanding what might have happened that might have led to the issue starting. Then I also ensured that I reassured them that I'm going to follow up with the issue and make sure the issue is resolved. I also gave them my word that if I'm unable to resolve this issue, I will see to it being escalated to a higher tier team, and I'll follow up to ensure that they look into it and see that the issue is resolved. So after explaining that, what I did was ask them questions, like I said, with the question they provided, they were sounding very frustrating, when someone have been on a computer trying to resolve an issue. I did calm them down and I did reassure them that I understand how frustrating it can be having job to do and your computer is unable to perform. So what I did was I was able to narrow the questions down. I was able to reassure them that I'm here to help. And then I was able to provide detailed solution following step by step based on how they respond to the question I asked. Then we were able to narrow down the case to an issue of the laptop running multiple processes. The user hasn't shut down their laptop for the past 1 week. So when I pinpoint that, I went into on the tax manager and I closed out multiple application, and the speed and the CPU speed increased drastically. I reassured them that while I'm going to leave them working, I'm going to keep on reaching out to monitor and ensure that the system is performing at its best. So that was how I approached it. After an hour, I followed up. The user confirmed to me that the system is working perfect. I said, okay, I'm going to call back the next day just to make sure that it's working. I called back. She assured me that it's working perfect, that they haven't experienced any of the slowdown. So for me, that is how I approach issue, and that is what I'm going to be bringing to HP when we face any critical situation or any pain point. I try to first of all sympathize, understand the scope of the point, ask very vital question so we can pin it down to the root cause. Then I implement my troubleshooting skills and see how I can resolve the issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Princewell. I'm going to discuss with my team and we will get back to you via email.
Thank you so much. And I'm also open to receiving emails if there's any feedback or anything you think I could work on. I am also open to that. It was nice talking to you.
Definitely, no problem. Nice talking to you too, Mr. Princewell.
No problem. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.